she had a really terrible owner. She was used for joyrides along the beach. He was riding her even when she was pregnant and when she had just delivered. Then there was this baby as well who wasn't able to nurse because she had mastitis, which was really painful for her. So it was actually a really, really tough situation for them. It literally breaks my heart when I try to think of what their lives would be had we not found them. She would have probably been in a world of pain. It could have killed her. And Khufu, he wasn't feeding. So I think he would have just passed away because he was too small and too delicate. There's a huge change in Nyla's personality. When she first arrived, so she was always on edge. She was unsure of people. She would be slightly aggressive. And now she's just a completely different camel. She's so calm, so gentle with her interactions with humans. Luckily, they were rescued quite early when he was still very, very young. When Nyla and Khufu came, they were so curious and they were so happy. I think the most beautiful part was when we removed the rope that was in her nose and she realized for the first time she was actually free. She actually stumbled a little bit because she wasn't used to that. She was like, oh, is this really happening? And then she took a moment to just see what's around her. And she started grazing and she knew she was home. When she first came, she would only lay down and she would only sleep, to the point where I actually got worried and I'm like, is she okay? But she was totally fine. I just think that she hadn't rested and she hadn't had a chance to rest in the longest time. And she just lay down and she was just like, okay, I'm safe. I can sleep. But little Khufu, he was just bouncing around everywhere, so excited to have such an open space. I think he's too small to realize the changes that were happening because he doesn't know fear, he doesn't know aggression. He wasn't abused as such because as soon as he was born, he was rescued. So he just knows love. He doesn't know anything but love. And you can see that in his personality. He's just this jumpy, crazy little camel.
Cairo, what's all this? What's all this?
The sweetest part actually was my other camel, Cairo, because he hadn't seen another camel in 3 years. So when he saw Nyla and Khufu walking in, it was just the most beautiful thing. He just came running straight to Nyla and she saw him and they just sort of met over the fence and they booped noses and that was that. They were in love. The biggest satisfaction that I get is just watching them transform and watching them realize they no longer have to be scared or worried. That's the biggest reward that I can ever get.